Hi, my name is Pete Hines. I'm the Global Senior Vice President at Bethesda.
Bethesda and id and all sorts of folks under your umbrella have really developed a great relationship with Nintendo over the past year. Is this something where, with the success of Skyrim for Switch, that you folks would consider maybe a Fallout New Vegas or 3 or 4 port to the Switch?
Truthfully, I don't know. Like we have talked about that and we thought about that, but as you just saw from Bethesda Game Studios, they're super busy. It's got 4 different properties rolling right now. Quake Champions is still in early access, but Rage 2 and the work that they're doing for that, and then a ton of folks working on Doom Eternal. If we had stuff that we thought was a good fit for Switch and we thought there was demand, we'd do it. But we're also looking for future things and what we're doing going forward that might be a good fit. I think it's an awesome console. I brought mine with me. So it's something we want to obviously continue to support with whatever we're making that will run and run well on the Switch.
So let's talk Rage 2. I was excited by this. It's been how many years since we had the last Rage? And this game looks so different in a lot of respects. It's a much more open environment than the kind of on-rails shooter that Rage was. I'm not saying that it's bad or good. It's a very different game. Can you talk a little bit about what you learned from the first Rage and all that time in between and what you're bringing to Rage 2, besides Andrew WK at the press conference?
So I'm pretty sure Rage was 2011. Do I have that right? It was right. It was right before Skyrim. And with Rage 2, we really wanted to accomplish a number of things. We really wanted to pay off on what we thought the promise of that game was in terms of the open world aspect, not just like I get in my car to drive to where the quest happens and then I drive back, but really being able to go out and explore and have a seamless open world where you're just moving from cool vehicle combat to a raider base or some quest that's firing off, or all of the stuff that we've got planned for the kinds of things that you can do, quest to finish, whatever, but still having that really immersive, realistic first-person combat that folks expect, where the shotguns feel weighty and the assault rifles feel satisfying. We felt like we really overdid it with the color brown in Rage. Like we went all the way from really light brown to really dark brown and really all the browns in between. So this time around we wanted to have a lot more diversity. So you see in some of the videos that we've got jungles and forests and there was still some brown left in the crayon box, but there's just a lot more diversity to where you go and what you get to see, because it's so much more encouraging to you're not just driving to the place that you're supposed to go to. That in some ways it harkens a little bit to the BGS thing, even though that's a role-playing game and this is a first-person shooter. But the idea of like, oh wait, what's that thing over there? Or I see something going on. Like I'm gonna go cause some trouble or blow some shit up, or you know what I mean? Like that sort of emergent, just spur of the moment. I just want to go do that instead is viable and fun and interesting. And so far, like folks here are getting to play sort of a 20-minute-ish segment of some of the first-person stuff, which admittedly is sort of like, okay, well, you're at an area, here's what some of the combat feels like, and not yet getting to experience that open-world stuff. But we feel like that takes a little longer, right? I don't want you coming to E3 and trying to spend an hour in our booth. Like, I really want that to be something where you got the time to sort of appreciate, look, I can head off in any direction and find shit to do and have quests and shoot stuff, and satisfying combat, and the vehicle stuff is awesome. So we're really excited about where it's going. I know it's probably not something that was on our radar, but the chance to work on their radar, but chance to work with Avalanche and working with id to really pay off this promise of crazy over-the-top open world action was just too good to pass up.